Yo, what is going on, guys? Back again with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the FIFINE AMPLIGAME H9 headphones. Now with FIFINE I reviewed a couple of the devices, definitely the microphones, but never have I really looked at their headphones. So I'm going to try and be a little open-minded, looking at various aspects of these headphones. But before I get into that, just make sure you follow just so you can stay tuned for more videos like this. Alright, so first things first, whenever I look at any piece of tech, regardless of what it may be, the first thing that always stands out is how appealing is it? How much does it draw you in? And that always usually starts off with the design. So these headphones, they're designed pretty basic, they're just standard looking headphones. One thing I don't like personally is the way the wires are pretty visible, because at the end of the day you want to make the product as appealing and as good looking as possible, just so you can draw people in. I don't like the wires, they look pretty gimmicky, but nonetheless that doesn't take too much away from it. So when it comes to the overall comfort of headphones, which for me personally I think comfort plays a bigger part than people like to admit or even know when it comes to headphones, because that will determine how long you're going to be using them for, depending on however many hours honestly you're going to be using them in the day. The more uncomfortable headphones are, the less likely you are to wear them. So with these, the comfort, it's all right. So when it comes to quality of headphones, that is usually dependent on the price. Usually the higher the price, the more you expect of them. So these, when it comes to the comfort and the overall quality, it's all right. It's not going to be as competitive when compared to the high-end models. Nonetheless, this is a budget pair of headphones, so take that as you will. As for the cable, for me, I personally think the cable is pretty short. Now, I like to have a little mobility and versatility when I'm wearing headphones, which is why I usually prefer and lean on to Bluetooth headphones. But with these, if the device is not near to you as possible, then it's going to feel a little restrictive. But that problem can somewhat, to some extent, be solved by the 7.1 surround sound extender. Now, the reason why I say can somewhat be solved is because once you plug it into the extender, it then has to be plugged in via USB. So you go from aux cord to USB, whereas if you wanted to keep it aux to aux, then that's a sacrifice you're going to have to make. And honestly, it's somewhat of a fix, but not a total fix, because then you have a longer cable, but at the same time now you have to switch from going from aux back to USB. And of course, audio is another aspect of headphones. For me, I consider the comfort and audio to be the two most important things when it comes to headphones. The audio, it's really good, it performs well. Now, the only issue that I actually had with the audio, or an aspect of the audio, is the sound bleeding. The sound bleeding on these headphones is very poor. Again, when it comes to comparing these headphones to higher-end ones, because getting something at this budget as compared to high-end headphones, there's definitely going to be some things there that stick out to show the difference in absolute quality. So with these, the sound bleeding is one thing when it comes to any pair of headphones that I completely dislike. Now, if you're going to be alone, then who cares? Nobody's going to be there to hear you, but the sound bleeding is something you're going to have to beware depending on where you use these headphones. So I'd say the best aspect of these headphones is obviously the 7.1 surround sound, and just a general rule, 7.1 is always going to sound better than default audio and generic audio. It sounds more spatially immersive, and overall just gives you a better bang for your buck when it comes to the audio quality. Now again, when it comes to using it 7.1, you'd have to connect it to the extender. Like the extender, as well as where you're gonna have all the commands, the remote, and everything else that you need to be able to control the headphones. Now, unfortunately, using it via the aux cable only, you won't be able to control and tilt the headphones as much as you like. Instead, you'd have to do that manually unless you connect it to the extender. So looking at these headphones, there's two different aspects that I came up with. So the first one is, if you're just looking for a pair of headphones, at the end of the day you can still detach the microphone, so it's not mandatory to use the microphone. And then at the same time is if you were looking to get a pair of headphones for the 7.1 surround sound. Now for the audio aspect, again, the audio sounds really great, and if you want to use a 7.1 surround sound, then these headphones are even better. combining the two together, I say these headphones are pretty good, but at the end of the day, you have to remember comparing these to higher end headphones. I'd give them maybe an 8 out of 10, but if these were more expensive, then they'd require more scrutiny, which you'd expect from higher end headphones because of the quality. So just based on that, that's the only reason I'm being lenient, because the higher the price, the more you expect them. When you're getting something for a budget, there's some trade-offs there that you have to make, knowing what you're gonna be getting because of the budget. So for me personally, the sound bleeding, I don't like. It's a little excessive, but other than that, I think they're an all right pair of headphones. But then again, let me know what you think. I'm JEDIJA, and I'm out.